Hello and welcome to Bulk Clone Professional for Cloud. In this short introduction video I will take you through all the aspects of the product and what you can do in a very short time. For more elaborative cloning scenarios you can watch out our website and look for those specific instructional videos. I have a little filter here called Rebuild Epic Links, which is significant for how you can do a complex cloning operation. And of course up here on the apps menu you can find everything about the product and the licensing and the logs even, so you can go in here. But let's get to work quickly. Let's activate the Bulk Clone app. So I have searched out what I want to clone, and here you have the different options. So I'm going to limit myself to subtasks, attachments, rebuilding of epic links, and some of the target fields I want to alter also when I do the cloning. So I move to next, and then it starts to group everything, and I choose actually to redirect it to a different project for the story issue type. Note here you can also remap the issue types here if you want to route it to a different type of issue type. Here you can have the target fields. So let's say I have a custom field here, which is my radio buttons. I can choose a director's cut here and sort of default values for the entire clone set for this particular issue type of the story to be this value. There are some targeted mandatory fields that it's required to set in order to be able to clone them and save the issues. So I have configured my project in this fashion. So even a custom field or two custom fields here I have added. So we go quickly through the rest of the mapping. I choose subtasks, the same issue types here. I don't bother on the target fields here, just set the mandatory fields so we can proceed with the cloning. And I'll choose myself as a user again. I have these values and I insert these things, and then we come to the last issue type here, which is the epic. Again, I'm only choosing the stories to be altered on the target fields. I don't alter in the target fields of the epic. I need to set the mandatory field though, because that's how I configure the project. Soon we are ready to alter things. Note here that you have all the time validation against the tick fields that you need to fill in. So in this case you can actually see that my character, my number field needs to be filled in. That's what's blank here. So you can't proceed actually before you do that. And now it's gone, right? And now this one is enabled. So now you have the confirmation screen here. You can see the input source, the output source, many number of issues that will be cloned, and what your initial settings were, and what the label is to identify them finally when you look at the output set. Let's start cloning. And in this way it will start to redirect the output to the Gladiator 6 project using the narrative from the Gladiator 1 project basically, and all of its subtasks and narratives inside here with all the attachments. So there's not so many issues in here, but the cloning structure is quite complex. So we are cloning a parent-child relationship here basically in this little example. And you can see the progress bar down here, and soon it's done. And now we can actually take a look at the output. And as you can see here on the output, we will have the new unique label. It also inherited over the initial label from the source project here. So now if you wanted to take a look at the result of the cloning operation afterwards, you can always go to the log. This time around it actually went quite well, but sometimes if you will have some problems, you could also go in here and take a look at the log afterwards. So this is a typical cloning scenario which you will encounter. Thanks for now and see you later.